Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, OSHAY Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jungle. There is a story of this very beautiful young lady, 40 years old. She was an NYPD cop. And of course, she has 3 kids. She's a married lady. And, like some women, they decide that they want to go and get, some enhancements.
Hold on.
Some.
She was 40 years old. She was married, 3 kids. She already had an established career. What the hell did she need a BBL for, bro? At 40. I don't know.
Mom tummy tucks or mommy makeover surgery. So she flew to Colombia. And
rest in peace to the New York City police officer that died in Colombia a week after she got her BBL surgery. Now, guys, this is not the first time we've heard of somebody.
Yeah, because where BBL's from, bro? Like, BBL's gotta be from the devil. Bro, they gotta be. They gotta be some shit that the devil made, man. You know what I'm saying? BBLs did not come from heaven. Ain't no BBLs in heaven. I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt it.
Passing away after their surgery. She did.
Because people wouldn't be dying from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no woman ever died from a natural ass. You know what I'm saying? They went to the gym and worked and earned for that. I don't think they ever died from it. I could be wrong. Unless y'all show me some proof, I could be wrong.
Pass away from a cardiac arrest. Alicia Stone is her name, and she was 40 years old. She was a mother of 3, and she was married. Her husband says that he spoke with her, several times throughout this time. He even spoke to her the day before, and she said she was feeling well. She was taking her antibiotics and whatever else medicine that they gave her, and she was discovered unconscious in her hotel room.
And the sad part is her husband probably didn't even want her to do it. He probably was trying to talk her out of it. But as a husband, you know what I'm saying, his wife already made her mind up. He probably ain't had no choice but to be like, all right, baby, if this is what you want to do, I'll support it. If this is what makes you happy. And then my whole thing too is a BBL, right? If y'all gonna do it, why are y'all trying to take the cheap route? You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all trying to take the cheap route for something that you're putting into your body? Like, I don't know if Colombia is the cheap route or not, but all the stories that we heard about BBLs, normally a lot of women try to get the cheapest route they can take for something that you're putting into your body. You know what I'm saying? You don't take the cheap route when it comes to tattoos. You know what I'm saying? If you could get a deal, you'll probably take a deal, but you realize that's something that's going to be on your body forever. You don't take the cheap route then. So why take the cheap route when it comes to the BBL?
See, this young lady passed away. It's a very, very sad story. Leaving 3 young kids behind, right? Kind of stuff that make you want to cry. And then it drew me into more or less what's going on with, some of these ladies. And it's not just your normal hood chicks. This is almost like the 2nd or 3rd cop I've seen in the last 6 months. And these are married women sometimes. It's not like, these are not married ladies. These are married ladies doing this stuff. Some are going, to Dominican Republic. Some are going to Mexico. And going to Colombia and doing this surgery, even doing the surgery in America, is dangerous. But to go to Colombia is even more dangerous, okay? And then it made me think, why are these women, especially those women who are married, you're not on the market anymore, you already have your kids, you already have your career, your husband loved you before you even had a bigger butt or whatever it is. So now why do you want to get a BBL?
Women didn't do nothing for themselves before, right? Everything was to kind of be desirable. So it's like all of a sudden, now women are getting surgery for themselves. No, they're not. Yourself ain't looking at your fat ass. Yourself can't see your fat ass other than in a picture and in the mirror. Man, you're getting surgery because you want attention from a certain type of man. You're not getting surgery because you you want to look at yourself with a fat ass, or because you're insecure
Or
with your
feels
body.
good.
Because if your body shape became in style tomorrow, you would do everything you can to revert back. If boxy girls, if up and down straight slim girls, if hips was not hot, y'all are getting your hips removed. So it's like, stop acting like you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing that for yourself. And now there are times where you have a baby and things drop or things pop and you want to put it back. We're not talking about you.
That's different.
Like, but the majority of y'all, the especially you 19-year-olds that didn't even get a chance to get hips, and 20-year-olds that didn't even get the chance to get it, y'all are doing it because you want validation from a certain type of guy. You see the girls that are winning and the ones that are getting the Bentleys and the Maybachs, and you want to be like them. So you're trying to get your ass fat and you trying to get them titties big, and it's just not.
Nah, they're not getting Bentleys and Maybachs. Most of these girls, the first car they go out get is a Mercedes, bruh. Women love Mercedes for some reason. I don't know why. Y'all swear that's the best car ever.
Shout out to the Only Louis Bell podcast. Shout out to these people there from California, the West Coast. I just saw them today, so check them out on YouTube and on TikTok. But then listen to what the brother said.
They don't promote how many girls that get that change with their body and then they don't live that life.
And like, they gonna eat me up for this, and I'm okay with that. But it's just like, love yourself. Give yourself a chance. Did you go to the gym for a year? Did you lock in with your diet for a year?
He said something very interesting.
That is actually loving yourself, bro. Going to the gym, being consistent, being disciplined, sticking to a diet. That is actually what loving yourself is. You know what I'm saying? When women say loving myself, that's actually what that is.
I want to deal with that. So the position that she said was, you have all these women who they believe that they want to get this BBL because automatically it puts them in a situation where the men are now looking at them and, you know, they're now the rich chicks on the block. Now he says something very interesting. But what about the women who don't make it? And he's right, because you have women who go ahead and go through all of these surgeries.
And then too, surgery, like cosmetic surgery, you putting a lot of trust into a doctor. Like, when you really think about that, you're putting your life in the hands of a doctor unnecessarily. It's not like surgery, like for survival. This is cosmetic surgery. It's absolutely voluntary most of the time. Right? So you're choosing to put your trust, your life, into a doctor, bro, when you don't even have to. Like, where did that reservoir of trust come from? Where's that trust all the rest of the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you pull this trust from? What well did you pull this trust from, dog? Like, that's crazy.
Hoping that they're going to get the attention of the right man. And then it turns out that the BBL only attracts what they are. And in the case of this lady, we are never talking about the women who go and get these surgeries and then they die. And this is happening more frequently. Here is what I have noticed since I've been on social media the last year. Guys, have you seen these AI Instagram models? These AI Instagram models are insane. They're not even real. And BBLs are supposed to make at least some women look not real, okay? So here is what women are going to be competing against online. You're going to get a BBL. You're going to go online or, in person and try to get more attention for yourself. And ultimately, somebody's going to have an AI booty clapper model that you can never physically beat, or you can never physically defeat that individual. What are we going back to, guys? The more things change, the more things stay the same. We are going to have to go back to the old way of doing things, which is, number one, as a woman, are you easy to get along with? As a woman, do you make people happy? Do you make your man happy? As a woman, are you respectful? Do you make good decisions? Do you have wisdom? Okay? But we're going to go back to the...
You know what I'm saying? As a woman, does your presence add value to whatever room you walk in? Do people get excited when they see you coming? Or do they be like, here come this girl. Here she come. Here her ass come.
Damn.
Because women who are getting married every day, women who are having nice things for them, I mean, I guess it can help for you to be beautiful. But damn it, it will sure help if you met any of these qualifications. And that is, 1, being a good person. 2, being a great mate. 3, having value outside of BBL booty clapping. And to be honest, it's not really talked about a whole lot. Now, in this case, this woman was married, so I believe it was some level of a self-esteem issue. But enough has to be said about what a woman's value is non-sexually. And so what's happening now is the BBLs are coming out there. You have the women over-sexualizing themselves. And it's leaving many men to believe that women's non-sexual value of femininity, of female discernment, intuition, it's not important. And women who buy into this, you're minimizing yourself. And these are the things that used to make women what they are. And don't get me wrong, women are still who they are. But when it's so much focused on the clapping, and if I'm going to be in a relationship with you, all of my time with you is non-sexual, meaning that even if you did have the biggest booty on planet Earth, I can't clap you every day, all day. I just don't have enough time. I got to sleep. I got to work. I got to do my things. Maybe I might clap you a few times a week. Once we get kids and all that stuff, that's gonna stop anyway. So my relationship and my love for you or my care for you doesn't have anything to do with the BBL. So then why are women going for this? I'll tell you, it's not necessarily to impress these guys. That's a lie. Women see their favorite influencers doing this stuff. They're seeing their, Kim Kardashian. They're seeing these women who are, all these kind of, GOP and Serena Williams and some of these women doing all these things, and now you want to be like them, and it's not real. Okay, it's just not real. You can just go to the gym, work on yourself. You don't want to do that because unfortunately we live in a time where everybody must get their stuff right away, and it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. It is completely crazy. It is completely insane, and it's not feasible, and it's not scalable, right? Relationships have to go back, and they're going to go back. We're going to go back to the old way of doing things, guys. AI is going to force us to do certain things, and that is AI is going to force us to worry about real relationships to a certain degree. If you really want to be that important, we're just going to have to do that. Otherwise, we're going to be extremely down bad. I mean, it is what it is, and it just doesn't make any sense. For this lady to lose her life, basically for the fact that you want to go to Colombia and then not even spend the right amount of money because you wanted to impress not really men, but other women who don't like you anyway, then die instantly. Everything is about how you treat people. I don't get it. Treating people and building goodwill, it's like that's the thing that really matters. I'm in Africa. I love big booties. I see them all the time. It's the best thing you can look at. Seeing one of these big African booties walking around and jiggling, or if you're in the black community, these booties.
Hey, chill out. So I love big booties. I see them all the time. Being around big booties, walking around, jiggling. Like, my nigga, what?
What? It's the best thing that God has ever made, but it just can't keep you. A big African booty just can't keep you. It just can't. Okay? A big booty in the black community can't keep you, even if it's real. All right? Okay? So you think it's your booty?
Chill the out, man. Look, let me see what y'all talking about in the comments, bro. OSHAY, I'm 52 years old. You have taught me to embrace my age and my body type. 58, 147 pounds. I'm just fine. My husband of 25 years takes walks with me to stay healthy. Great. Why are you a cop getting a BBL? A big L? Come on, son. Can't feel sorry for a grown idiot. All right, look. Rest in peace to her, man. That's messed up what happened. But my thing is, like, say she was to have a successful big L surgery, right? Would she have continued to be a police officer? Imagine getting arrested by a police officer with a BBL. Dog. And we already know them hoes don't even look right. Them hoes be botched. They be misproportioned. You know what I'm saying? Imagine her pointing and aiming at you with a BBL. Be like, all right, shit. If this is what you willing to do to yourself, I can only imagine what you'll do to me. So I'm, all right, my hands are up. You know what I'm saying? But look, bruh. Look, man. Y'all like the video. LIKE, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Bruh, you recording?